Hello and welcome to the Diverge coverage of the 2026 Absa Cape Epic, brought to you by Squirt Cycling Products. This year's race, I will be juggling work for the race, on the race, with some side quests to bring you some behind the scenes and athlete insights, and that coverage is very kindly supported by Squirt Cycling Products, the South African company that of course is famous for their incredible chain lube. Recently they've launched a hot wax. They of course also do chamois cream. They do the bike washes at the Epic Series and a bunch of other South African and international bike races. And they are all round great guys, fantastic company that really supports South African mountain bikers and South African mountain biking. With that in mind, we're going to be speaking to quite a few Squirt athletes, or I'm going to be speaking to quite a few Squirt athletes over the coming week about their experiences at the race, a little bit of branded stuff as well with their experiences with the products. But mainly we're going to try to bring you some insights that maybe you don't see everywhere else, and a little bit of behind the scenes. I'm going to try to do morning and afternoon recaps of what's going on in the race, some previews, some reviews, bring in some friends of Squirts and friends of mine in to help out with that as well. And it's all going to be kicking off on Sunday in Murendal, in Stellenbosch at the moment, ahead of the race. Yesterday, Wednesday, was rider registration, and of course the Songo Champions race. The pro rider registration took place in searing temperatures, 40 degrees. Champions race wasn't much cooler, even though the racing kicked off there, or the elite racing kicked off there at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was still well into the 30s, and that looks like it's going to persist going into the weekend as well. 35 degrees, very bright sunshine predicted for Sunday afternoon in Durbanville, which is maybe a little bit of an issue for Matt Beers and Tristan O'Kea, who start last at 9 minutes past 1 in the afternoon. The racing is going to be hot though, just like the temperatures. Once we get to Montague, those long stages, famously long stages for this year's race, it isn't going to cool down much there either. 33 degrees predicted for Monday in Montague, and then a little bit of drizzle, 2 and a little bit mils for Tuesday, but still 27 degrees Celsius. So it is going to be a hot start to the week. Lots of exciting racing though. But to kick it off, here's some interviews from the pro rider registration with some of the Squirt athletes and what they had to say about this year's race and the products that they'll be using at this year's race as well. Matt, welcome back to the Absa Cape Epic. How are you feeling ahead of the race?
Yeah, good to be here. It was a bit uncertain for a little while, so stoked to be here. Obviously with Tristan, it's cool to be back with him. Obviously we have a good history together, and stoked to just get this thing going now.
As a South African, how important is the performance at the Cape Epic?
Yeah, it means a lot. Obviously we have a lot of people that support us. You have the sponsors, and it's just home turf. You know, you want to do well where you train and where you race all year. Well, used to be all year, but it's a great race, and you feed off everyone cheering you out there. So it's very special.
It's been a while since the race has been back to Montague, well before your time.
Yeah.
You've been out there training, I think. What's going to be like on those long days out there in the Karoo?
Yeah, it's harsh out there. Obviously, going back, I've heard of from the old guns on how gnarly it is out there, and it's going to be a proper old school epic. I think the whole route is kind of that way. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, quite frankly. It's a beautiful area, and I think it's going to suit our strengths for sure.
And from a Squirt cycling perspective, what products have you been using? I think you've been on the hot wax for a bit longer than everybody else. What difference is that making for you?
Yeah, obviously we've been on this new Squirt hot wax, which is is designed for durability and obviously the least amount of friction possible. So it's amazing for these multi-day races where we've got really long days where we don't have to worry about carrying a little lube to top up. Especially for this year, we've got some big transition stages, and we need to be as efficient as we can. And yeah, it's cool to be both on the same brand. Keeps things nice and simple.
Michael, welcome back to the Absa Cape Epic. Tell us how you're feeling ahead of the race and what the Toyota Specialized Mbuko's team plans are for the race.
Yeah, I can't share the plans too much, but I mean it's epic, so it's a hard race to control, and I think the winning recipe for epic is just keeping it smooth every day. We've got 6 really strong riders, and we're definitely going to use that to everyone's advantage. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Looking forward to the long days as well. Spoken to Tristan, he really thinks it's going to suit the South Africans a little bit more than the European cross-country guys.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I think we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I think for now, we'll just focus on checking all the boxes on and off the bike, and yeah, see what happens in the race and how good the form really is. But yeah, I think we have a really strong team on and off the bike, so yeah, we should have a fantastic epic this year.
And it's a lot about the team dynamic off the bike as well, just getting along, minimizing the stress by having a good time together.
Yeah, exactly. It's a long week, or it can be a very long week, or yeah, quite a fun week. So yeah, I think that's been a winning recipe for our team in Mbuko. Yeah, support staff and riders all gel really well, and we have a good time.
And from a Squirt cycling products perspective, what Squirt products will you be using this week?
Yeah, a lot of chamois cream, and yeah, we're using the chain wax, the hot wax from Squid. That's been a saver for the long days, and sealant, and yeah, bike wash.
France, welcome back to the Absa Cape Epic. What does it mean to you to come out here from Belgium to come and race in Africa?
Well, obviously, it's the biggest stage race in the world. And yeah, second, I really like South Africa as a country. I've come here now already like 9 years in a row. I spent here 9 summers or 9 Belgian winters. And it's so nice to be here. The trails, the people, even the food. So I like coming back to South Africa a lot.
You've made good partnerships with South Africa over the years, and one of those is, of course, with Squirt Cycling Products. Tell us about the products that you'll be using in the Absa Cape Epic.
We'll be using the hot wax from Squirt. It's an innovative product, and I've been testing it now for the past 5 weeks. And with the hot wax, I'm sure that the chain will last long and that we will get through the stages smoothly.
Tristan, welcome back to the Absa Cape Epic. Tell us about the partnership with Matt Beers and how it came about.
Yeah, I think after Keegan had an accident in Spain, he broke his hip, and yeah, then I don't know what happened, and then I just got the call to step up with Matt. So yeah, this year I'll be riding with Matt.
Nice, worked out quite nicely with Toyota and Specialized, of course, sponsors of both teams. So good collaboration there.
Yeah, exactly, and we couldn't. I think to leave Matt on the sideline wouldn't be a good idea. He's won 3 Cape Epics before, so yeah, and he's the strongest rider. So I think him being on Specialized and our Mbuko Specialized team also, and then Toyota. So yeah, it worked out well.
And then you are looking forward to this route, of course, and now with Matt, a route that suits both of your strengths, and long days, some flat roads, some longer climbs as well. Looking very
Yeah,
positive.
no, I think this year's Epic is a completely different Epic than the previous years or even last year's Epic. I think last year's Epic's longest day was like 3.5 hours, so yeah, it's not long at all for our marathon stage racer guys. So this year there's going to be a lot of 4 or 5 hour days, so yeah, definitely the longer days better suit us, so we can't wait.
And a big opportunity for you as well for it's, I wouldn't say it's a potential for a breakthrough result, but still a life-changing, career-changing result.
Yeah, exactly. I've done the work, I've done everything. I'm riding with Matt, so I'm just gonna give it my best. I can't plan ahead. I can't. Yeah, it's epic. Anything can happen. It's 8 days, so I'm just gonna give it my best and see what I can do.
Haley, welcome to the 2026 Absa Cape Epic. Tell us about the teaming up, the double Haleys.
Yeah, I'm racing with Haley Smith from Canada. We teamed up last year while I was in the States. She asked me, and I'm really excited about it. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a good time. She's been here for a while. We've been staying together, so yeah, really looking forward to it. The field this year for the Epic is insane. Like I think getting a top 5 result in this year's Epic would be really good. Last year I was 3rd, but yeah, I think top 5 this year is the same. I would love to be as close to the top of the podium as possible, or we would both love to be as close to the top of the podium as possible. But yeah, I think we'll just have to see. Anything can happen. It's 8 days of racing in the heat. If we have heat like today, it will be crazy.
And then from a squirt cycling perspective, tell us about what products you'll be using.
So definitely the squirt chain wax on my chain. Got sealant to my tires. Yeah, and chamois cream for those long days.